Hugo, exciting new series launching today, which really focuses on about the staying breed and enhancing its reputation. From a trainer's perspective, how important is this at the moment in the industry?
It's really important. One of the hardest challenges that a trainer has is keeping his owners engaged from season to season. Particularly, having a horse, even if they race 5 times in a year, that leaves 360 days that the owner is paying for them when they're not seeing them on the racetrack. And keeping that enthusiasm going with a staying horse can prove quite tricky. So to have a series like this, where there are opportunity for stouter bred horses to run for really plentiful prize money in the scheme of what's on offer in this country, is, I think, a fantastic initiative.
And whilst we talk about these horses, really it all being about their 3-year-old campaign and beyond, with these 16 races towards the end of their juvenile campaign, it gives connections something to aim at, an incentivised race, if you like, to aim at with an eye on the future.
Yes, absolutely, and racing's all about dreaming, isn't it? And it's much easier to dream if you've had an opportunity to win one of these races, let's say. You start dreaming about the bonus that you could win next year. You start wondering, we've just won one of these races. Well, goodness me, Cracksman won this race 2 years ago, or Stradivarius won this race. Maybe that could be us. Maybe we could be going for all these other races. And it is very much about the dream, whereas, without these races, if you're permanently locking heads with speedier bred horses over 7 furlongs and a mile, an owner can go into the winter feeling a little bit disheartened, whereas I hope this series and this sort of initiative is hopefully going to change that. And
you as a trainer, are you the typical, still consider you a relatively fresh new trainer coming in, new trainer into the ranks, because you quite early seem to, for all you've had some speedy horses and great success with them, you pretty much straight away as well had success with the staying pedigrees as well, being a dual classic winning trainer yourself. Do you think you're typical of these trainers coming through, or are you a little bit different to a lot that are coming through?
I don't know. I mean, I've always thought that the job of training a horse is to do the best with the raw materials that you've got. And I started with a small number of horses. Some of them were bred to stay, some of them were bred to be fast, and we were very lucky that some of them turned out to outrun their pedigrees a lot of the time. But I think everyone is much sharper and on the ball now. There's so many horses in training, so many people training, so many young trainers. You say that I'm still relatively young. This is season number 9 for me, terrifyingly, and there are plenty of others coming next year. There are more trainers starting. And I think the bar keeps being raised, and you have to keep going with it.
And is this the Matchbook EBF Future Stayers series now something that really, as a trainer, piques your interest?
Very much so. I definitely will be, going through the races and looking at what horses, will qualify for it. I've already got a list of all my 2-year-olds, and next door to their dams' names are the distances that their dams might have won over, because we all know what distance stallions won over, or it's easy to remember, whereas the dams, a lot of them you've never heard of unless they were famous. And it's something we're already working on, so looking forward to it very much.
Yeah, we look forward to you having success in this series. Thanks for your time.
Brilliant. Thanks, Tom.